And that takes me to Jeremiah chapter number 11, verse number 10. Because I know that we got some hard-headed folk out there. Yeah, we got some stiff-necked individuals out there that just do not want to listen. They want to do their own thing. They just don't want to listen. And then when troubles come their way, they want to cry about it. Then when uncertainty hit, they want to get mentally challenged. When things happen that they didn't see happen, now they are in a schizo fight. And so it's something about not listening, not obeying. But when you allow God to really speak and you fight to listen, because sometimes you have to fight. You remember this information that I told you about? That when God speaks, it's important stuff. It's important information. It's certain things you got to fight to get. Because the enemy don't want you to have it. And so we're going to dive into this area about obeying, refusing to obey. Jeremiah 11 and 10. Jeremiah 11 and 10, it reads like this. It says, they have returned to the sins of their ancestors. They have refused to listen to me and are worshiping other gods. Israel and Judah have both broken the covenant I made with their ancestors. It says, when they returned to their sins of their ancestors, they refused to listen. You see, when you allow sin to take over, you're going to be disobedient because sin does not want to be obedient to God. When they return to those old behaviors, when they return to the old thought process, when they return to the old character, they refused to be obedient. You can't listen to God. You can't be obedient to God, still doing the old stuff. You can't be obedient to God, still living in the old patterns. You can't be a listener to his word, still wanting to do your thing. You can't do that. The word of God lets us know. It gives us in plain commentary here. It says, and they returned. They went back to their old ways. They went back to their old ways. They went back to what their ancestors were doing. They went back to what grandmom and great grandma and all what they were doing. They went back to the old ways. And so when you go back to your old ways, you are blinded. You can't hear from God. And so therefore, now you got to suffer the consequences because of your refusal to obey. And that's where people are crying today, because they don't want to suffer consequences because of their actions.